My child, the time has come for you to open your heart and truly listen. What I'm about to share with you is not simply a tale passed down or a warning to be half heard. It is a revelation, an unveiling of what has been hidden in plain sight. There is someone close to your life, someone who has long played a role cloaked in false warmth and hidden intentions. She has worn a mask so well that even those with sharp eyes have been fooled. But the time of deception is over. I speak to you now because truth cannot remain buried when it begins to stir in the soul of the chosen. You are being called not just to hear this, but to feel it, to recognize it in the places where confusion has once lived inside of you. She is the witch, not in fairy tales or children's stories, but in the quiet manipulations, the whispered lies, and the dark energy that wraps itself around peace like smoke. She believed she could operate in secret, behind smiles and sweet words, without ever facing the consequences of her actions. But I have watched her. I have witnessed every move, every shadow she cast, every heart she wounded, every seed of doubt she planted. Nothing escapes divine sight, and now her web is unraveling before your very eyes. She has walked freely through lives, infecting joy with bitterness, and she thought no one would ever see the truth behind her disguise. You, my child, have felt her presence, even if you couldn't name it. The sleepless nights, the heavy feelings you couldn't explain, the moments of doubt that seemed to come out of nowhere. Those were not born from your imagination. They were signs that something dark was brushing up against your spirit, trying to pull you into a fog you didn't understand. You carried a weight that wasn't yours because her influence stretched further than you realized. She made you question your instincts, dim your light, and second-guess your own goodness. And yet, through it all, you endured. You survived what was meant to break you. No one is sending super thanks right now. Will you be the one? Maybe your super thanks is the very reason someone finds hope today. I am revealing this to you now because her time is running out. She will not continue this path of destruction unchecked. The universe has reached its limit with her, and I have come to show you the turning point. Because you are not just someone who has been affected by her chaos. You are part of the justice that is rising to meet her. What she has done to others, the dreams she has crushed, the love she has poisoned, the light she has tried to extinguish, has not been forgotten. Every wound left behind has cried out for truth, and truth is here now, speaking through me to you. This is not only about uncovering who she is. It is about awakening who you are. You are not powerless. You were never meant to be a victim in this story. You are always meant to be the one who breaks the chain. The divine light within you has not been extinguished, it has only been covered. And now I am peeling back the layers of confusion and fear so that you may see clearly what you're truly capable of. You are being called into a new level of awareness, a new level of spiritual clarity, because the war being waged around you cannot be won by those who stay asleep. She thrives in ignorance. She counts on your silence, your hesitation, your doubt. That's why I'm here to shake you out of it. I need you to see with spiritual eyes and feel with divine discernment. There is a battle at hand, and it is no longer something you can turn away from. Her tactics, subtle, clever, manipulative, have worked on many before you, but no longer. You have been chosen for this moment, and your awakening is what breaks the pattern. I know the truth may be overwhelming, but you must hold on to it now more than ever. Even $5, $10, or $20 can be your seed of faith, planted for someone else's miracle. Give not just to support. Give as an act of worship, as a sign that you believe. You may feel fear, but do not let it control you. Fear is what she feeds on. Uncertainty is her favorite disguise. but truth. Truth is your weapon, and faith is your shield. With each moment you embrace clarity, her power weakens. With every step you take toward the light, her shadow retreats. This moment right now, as you receive these words, is sacred. It is the beginning of the end for her and the start of something holy for you. A new chapter, sealed with divine authority. So listen closely, my child. The witch's mask is cracking, her shadows are shrinking, and you, yes you, are rising into your purpose. Stay with me now, because what comes next is the unfolding of justice, and you are meant not just to witness it, but to embody it. This is your awakening, and the darkness cannot hide from you any longer. My child, now that the veil has been lifted and you've seen the truth, it's time to shift your gaze from the shadows that once surrounded you to the light that is rising within you. You have been through the storm, walked through confusion, and carried pain that didn't belong to you. But even in your darkest moments, something inside of you refused to give up. That spark you felt, that whisper in your soul telling you to hold on, it was me. It was the divine presence guiding you through every silent battle, preparing you for this very moment of awakening. You were never abandoned, only being refined. If you've ever cried alone, prayed for love, or longed for light, show your heart through super thanks. You must understand now that everything you endured was not meant to destroy you. It was shaping you. Each tear, each disappointment, every betrayal, it all became part of the soil from which your strength is now blooming. What the witch meant for harm has become the very path that leads you to your power. She may have distorted your vision of yourself for a while, but she could never erase your truth. That truth, though buried beneath pain and confusion, never left you. And now it rises. You are not stepping out of the storm weak or broken. You are stepping out renewed, wiser, and anchored in a deeper knowing. You do not have to carry the weight of vengeance or the burden of anger. That is not your path. The light within you does not strike. It reveals. It heals. Your strength comes not from matching her darkness, but from walking in clarity, peace, and unshakable truth. There is power in knowing who you are and what you are not. You are not the wounds she tried to define you by. You are not the lies that echoed in your mind. You are the survivor who has now become the light bearer, the one chosen to lead not with fury, but with purpose. That's what sets you apart, and that's what ensures your victory. You may not have realized it, but your heart has been calling out for this transformation for a long time. Even in your moments of doubt, something sacred inside you has longed for healing, for direction, for a reminder of your divine worth. This is that reminder. Heaven has not only heard your prayers, it has moved in response. You are not walking this path alone. You are surrounded, uplifted, and empowered by a force greater than any darkness you've encountered. And that force is now aligning your life with everything that reflects your true essence. Send a super thanks if this touched your heart and soul. Your gift helps us reach the poor, the lost, and the brokenhearted with the love of God. You'll begin to notice the changes, not always loud or dramatic, but unmistakable. People who once drained your spirit may quietly fall away. New connections rooted in authenticity and light will start to form. Doors that were once closed will creak open, and with each step you take in truth, opportunities that felt unreachable will suddenly be within grasp. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations, signs from the divine that you are no longer in survival mode. You are in alignment, and with alignment comes overflow of peace, of purpose, of love that uplifts rather than wounds. There is a sacred fire within you now, and it will not be put out, not by doubt, not by fear, and certainly not by those who once tried to dim your flame. You are no longer the version of yourself that tolerated confusion, betrayal, or manipulation. You are becoming the version that knows peace is not something to chase, but something you carry. Your presence will shift rooms. Your truth will be felt before you speak it. And those who are meant to walk with you will recognize it. Like water to the thirsty, refreshing, undeniable, healing. Support this message of hope through Super Chat during live streams. When you give, you aren't donating. You're planting seeds in the garden of heaven.